Good evening, everybody, and happy Friday night. It's 10:20 p.m. on a Friday night, East Coast time, and you are watching Into the Red Rabbit Hole Conspiracy Theory Friday. Okay, my brother Carlito, our other host, is going to be coming on here pretty soon. Um, Give him about another 5 or 10 minutes, and he'll be popping on. That's why we changed it to start time to be sometime around 10:30. So I start a little early so I can get the announcements out. Copyright disclaimer. This channel may use some copyrighted materials without the specific authorization of the owner, but contends that it falls under the Fair Use Act of 1976. And Nighthawk High Strangeness podcast channel and all the podcasts, including William Nighthawk, do declare fair use of any and all content, that's any and all content, including the music, to be used for the sole purpose of informing you, the viewing family, of information for educational purposes, criticism, commentary, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, research, parody, and general knowledge only per Title 17 USC subsection 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, otherwise known as the Fair Use Act. Alrighty. That being said, let me get that off of there. A quick update too on the Maui fires. It's so tragic, and from what I'm finding out, very, very horrifying on how it started and why it started. And it would probably tick off any hot-blooded American citizen, and definitely Christians. It's just everybody's reporting, including redacted news, NNB news, and even CNN news, and Fox News too carried it a little bit, that the fires were started with an energy weapon. And they were started with the intention on a massive land grab. I guess this is the elitist and the UN start to the 15-minute cities, or communities, whatever you want to call them. Okay. So watch out. Same thing happened in just outside of Pittsburgh, PA, and a little town or whatever in Pittsburgh area, where it started off. It showed one house exploding, just boom, and I mean, and it killed tragically, I think 5 people in that first explosion. But here at final count is now there's 3 houses that quote unquote exploded, and 11 others that had to be demolished because of damage. I can't help but wonder, something's in the ground that these, I don't know, people or agencies want. Okay. Whether it's uranium, whether it's gold, silver, copper, whatever it is in that ground, they want it. Okay. And instead of doing the eminent domain thing, they're doing the disaster thing, which is not great, to tell you the truth, for them to do that. In fact, I'm running risk of even talking about it. But still, it needs to be discussed. We need to figure out, why these poor people are being taken advantage of. Okay. And that's the conclusion that a lot of the news agencies, and a lot of the podcasters are coming up with, as far as information goes on chasing down the reasons, and every bit of information we can get. So that being said, that's our Maui update. Let's still keep those people in our prayers. Um, God bless them. That's got to be horrific going through that. It really does. So God bless you all for that, and let's just hope for better days for them. Okay. Alrighty. We are tonight getting into the whole conspiracy theory thing. I'm going to send Carlito another invite, okay, just so he has it. And then we're going to start talking the theories on. Let me see here. Let me type this out. All right, let's see here. There we go. Okay, let me get that sent off. All righty, it's sent off, and we are getting into the whole pretty much of the time glitches and the general Mandela effect. Okay. Some people do call them time glitches. Some people think that it's crossed interdimensions and all that. Pole shifts causing it. All different theories causing the Mandela effect. And we all know that Nelson Mandela died in prison in 1984, and voila, he is alive. So, there's so many things that are connected with this. Then one thing I got to bring up is, yes, you guessed it, CERN. Yes, CERN. Great CERN. Constructed for nefarious reasons, supposedly research, but we all know it's not. CERN started the operation in 2003, and ever since then, things have not been the same. They can claim that things haven't changed. They can claim that all they want is to better science and find that God particle, which they already found. But we all know what's going on with CERN. Okay, let's just face it. They messed with the way things are, and now it's irreversible. They can't fix what they've done. They can't. There's no way to undo it. CERN is ultimately, in my eyes, the responsible party for all these time glitches and the poles shifting and the Mandela effect. Even as far as you want to go, as far as the doppelganger effect, I think that they're at fault for that too. I really do, even though doppelgangers have been around a while. But I think that they added more problems to it by opening up more doorways. So, but that being said, let's see here. Let me take that off of there. There is several things that we can discuss tonight concerning the Mandela effect. Ones that I really find fascinating are, and I'm going to pop some up on the screens throughout the whole show, but I never even really realized this one with the Ford logo. Probably because it's so, I don't know, not that drastic of a change, but yet it is a change. Maybe they didn't think anybody would catch it, but we have the Ford logo. Okay, and according to them, Ford's never changed their logo. Okay, and then look at the way the flow of the F is. Okay, I want to say that, and then look at this one. Say, you can see that little Q thing there at the end of the F. As compared to the original one. You know, So it's just, to me, I mean, it's something small. Maybe they didn't think anybody would notice, but guess what? They did. Okay. And for them to make the statement that they have never changed their logo, sorry, it's a lie. We got it right here, blue and white. Then we've got some of the other ones. Everybody knows this one. Everybody knows this one. The Monopoly guy. Did he or didn't he have the eyepiece? I always remember him having the eyepiece. So, very, very strange. Very, very strange. How about, here's one for all you movie buffs. The Matrix movie. What if I told you I didn't say, what if I told you? One of the most famous lines in the whole movie. What if I told you? Is saying that was never part of the script. Amazing. Amazing. Or how about this one, everybody? Jif and Jiffy. That's another one. Ooh, I'm the Jif monster. All right. Let's see here. Let me get that off of there. But yeah, that's just some of them. I'm going to go to the chat and say hello to everybody real quick. Okay. Let's see. And good evening to Gemini Moon. Come in first. Ozzy Sue. Good to see you, Ozzy Sue. Cryptid Huntress. Good to see you. And let's see. Falafel Bay. Good to see you. Good to see you. All right. Scott's Life and Interest. Good to see you, Scott. And Juno, my brother, good to see you on here. Good to see you. Anybody have any of these matrix theory glitches that you want to bring up? Let me know so I can put them on the screen, okay? Because there are so many of them. I've still got more pictures to put up too, trust me. And I believe a certain somebody that's co-hosting tonight with me is brushing up on their their whole Mandela effect information. So, yeah, here's looking at you, kid. Yeah. Yeah, and that, I believe that was wasn't that Mean Joe Green that did that one commercial for Coca-Cola where the kid gave him the bottle of Coke and he threw his jersey at him, and something was off from it. I forget whether it was a different colored jersey. It wasn't a yellow and black jersey. I think it was the white and black jersey that people were talking about changing on it. Corey, good to see you on here. Stuart, good to see you from Texas. And there's Mr. Cryptid and Paranormal Kingdom. I sent you the link. Let's see here. Who else we got on here? All right, well, we good. We got a full house. All right. Good hand for poker. Not too much beats a full house. Especially when your full house is aces and eights. Alrighty. Let's see here. How about we pop a couple more of these up here? Let's see. Let's go with Here's a good one. Here's one, and I know this is probably one of Carlito's favorites here. Is it the Berenstain Bears or the Berenstein Bears? Let me get that current comment off of there. Yeah, see the wording on it? Is it the Berenstain Bears or the Berenstein Bears? Makes you wonder. Or how about this one? You all know you watch these. Okay, don't even go there. You all know you watch the Berenstain Bears. You all know you play Monopoly. Okay, you all know you watch the Matrix movie. And you all know you buy Ford and Chevy, right? You don't buy other foreign stuff, right? Looney Tunes. Was it TOONS or was it TUNES? Looney Tunes. Which do you think it was? Which do you think it was? How we doing, Carlito?
Hey, brother. Doing good, man.
Here's one more I'm going to pop up here real quick.
Fruit of the Loom, yeah. you're hitting all the good ones.
Yep. So
I got a bunch of them wrote down that I know for a fact that they were the way they were. That Fruit of the Loom, yeah, it had that cornucopia on the left. That's the real one. That's the one back in the day. Now, people were saying that they might change them now because of, I don't know, sales issues or whatever. I don't know. But they said that, some people say that they changed it, but it did have the cornucopia.
Yeah, it did. I remember that specifically.
Yeah. It doesn't make sense to me without the cornucopia, if that makes any sense.
Yeah. It's just amazing. I mean, I started out talking about CERN and what I thought, their effects of whatever they're doing with their research,
Yeah.
causing this to manifest quicker and multiply more Mandela effects than anything, So,
Right.
and then you have all these other secret projects that, with the timelines and stuff and the multi-universes and the parallel universes. And,
Right.
you can't help but wonder, what initially caused it.
Right. Well, I honestly think, I for one, William, I honestly think that our timeline, mine and yours, that because we coincide with a lot of the Mandela effects, I think our timeline was done in 2012, like they had predicted, and we just jumped to an alternate universe or alternate timeline, that we're on now, and that's why things have changed, because that's like the most scientific explanation, the multiverses, the multiverses all going at the same time with a lot of things similar, but not each and everything is similar in every one. You know what I'm saying? Just a little things change here and there on different timelines. That's what they're saying. So I honestly do believe that we shifted timelines, bro. I honestly do. Because I've even asked people, check this out, bro. I've even asked people I grew up with, man, my same age, from my hometown. I asked them, hey, man, do you remember, I talked to them about the Mandela effect. Have you heard about that? Like, yeah, I've heard about it, but nah, I don't think it's real. I'm like, dude, do you remember the Berenstain Bears? We used to, Berenstain Bears, that's my favorite. You did just mention that just not too long ago. That's one of my favorites. Because I used to watch them, bro. I used to watch them a lot. I think, I'm not going to say every episode, but I did watch, like the whole season, bro. I mean, I was into the Berenstain Bears, and it was Berenstain because I remember asking my older brothers and sisters, is it Berenstain or is it Berenstain? Because there was two ways of saying it. You remember the guy from Epstein from that show back in the 70s with John Travolta and them? Okay, so I was thinking, I said, right? So I said, okay, is it Berenstain like that, or is it Stain? Because there is such a thing of pronouncing Stain too, mostly like in German names and stuff like that. And so I knew there was both, but I asked him and I said, what's the right one? And my older brothers and sisters would tell me Berenstein. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
Berenstein, cool. I was just a kid, man. I was probably about 5, 6, 7 years old or something, reading these books, right, in elementary school. And I remember perfectly. It was Berenstein, and I used to read all the books, and I used to watch all the cartoons they would show. I think it was like Saturday mornings and stuff when they would show cartoons. But yeah, that's one that I'm totally positive it was Berenstein Bears, bro. That one and which one? Shazam movie. And I just sent you that video where he admitted that he did make that movie, Sinbad. He admitted, but he said he didn't want it out there like that because it gave him like a bad rep or whatever. And you know he was in a needy situation. He said he was doing drugs back then, so he took the movie just to get some kind of money or whatever, I guess. And he tried to like kind of block it out, you know, but he finally came out and admitted he'd made that movie. So I was right. I was like, hell yeah, I know he made that movie. I seen that movie, dude. I saw that movie. And then right after that, like a year or two later, the other movie came out. The one that people say that we get it confused with. What is it called? Kazam with the K. Yeah. Kazam. And and the star on that one was Shaquille O'Neal. I remember both movies. Yeah.
Yeah. So Corey brings up the best evidence in the Mandela effect is the white candles and the black candles on the Nirvana Unplugged video.
So, what song was it? Because I seen the Nirvana Unplugged video a long time ago, but does he remember what song it was?
I don't know, Corey. Give us a heads up on the song and where we can see that video if we can pull it up.
Was it the Man Who Sold the World? Because that's like a real famous one on Nirvana Unplugged. Yeah, man. But man, dude, I promise you, there's a lot of things that I remember that, you know, and some of them are coming, you know, where they're proving that it did exist. So it's no longer a Mandela effect. You know, the Shazam movie, the 7 astronauts that supposedly died on the Challenger, they're all still alive. So those are, you know, that's another Mandela effect. People, you know, say, oh, no, they died. No, they didn't. They didn't die, bro. They're still around. Now, I don't know if that's from this timeline that they never died and they did in the one we were in. I don't know. But the thing is that they're still around, you know. Yeah. So there's a lot of things.
For that matter, what about the Sandy Hook thing?
Oh, yeah, I heard about that. You know, I didn't really look into it, but
all those kids were seen taking photographs together 20 years after a reunion, 20 years after this supposedly happened. They have a photograph going around with all of them in it as young adults.
Wow.
That supposedly died. So
yeah.
that's even another one. You know, like you said though, it's possibly could have happened in our timeline. They probably could have died.
Yeah, they could have died in our timeline, but not on this timeline.
Since we shifted, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, so it's hard to say, you know. It really is.
I know. It's really mind-boggling, man, because you're either like, wait a minute, I don't remember, so, like, why is it there now? Like, what happened or whatever? But if you really, really think about it and you figure it out, you're like, okay, well, what could be possible? That both things happened, but one was on one timeline and one was on the other timeline. So, and some people were never on our timeline, me and yours, William. Some people, that's why they don't remember what we remember. You know, they've always been on this timeline where they know it as it is now. See what I mean? And that's what I was saying about my friends. I asked him, I was like, dude, do you remember Nelson Mandela died in the 80s? He's like, no. Do you remember Berenstein Bears? He's like, no, it's Berenstein. I said, do you remember the Monopoly guy with the monocle? No, they're like they're not coinciding with what I know. I'm like, what the hell? They grew up together, you know.
Here's another one. Did Barney the purple dinosaur have a spot on his back, or was he all purple?
Barney the purple dinosaur. Did he have a spot on his back, or was he just all plain purple? I remember. Man, I can't tell you because that was like my daughter's thing, Barney. That wasn't me growing up, so I really don't remember about that one, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
And the Matrix movie was a good one too.
Oh yeah. About the what was the one in the Matrix? Was it the red? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. What if I told you? Right, that line.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, the line.
And they
Yep.
say that it no longer exists.
Yep.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy, bro. And the Luke,
Can anybody else in the chat bring up any kind of Mandela effects that we're not mentioning? I mean, I
yeah,
know there's a
guys.
lot of them.
Yeah, yeah.
There's got to be a lot of them.
Oh, there's a shitload, man. God, dog, I didn't have time to write them all. I must have wrote like maybe just 10 to 15 or something. But yeah, the Monopoly guy. Okay, let me tell you something about the Looney Tunes, bro. Why I know I remember I used to watch the shit out of those cartoons, bro. And it was Looney Tunes as in TOONS because it was short for cartoons. That's why it's
Right.
Looney Tunes as in Looney Cartoons. See what I'm saying? That
Yep.
makes complete sense. Now, a lot of people might think because of the Looney Tunes as in tunes in music, because of the merry melodies, maybe. But it was never, brought out that way. It was always tunes, as in cartoons. Looney
Right.
Tunes, Looney Cartoons. Now, there's another thing behind that. You remember the Tiny Toons, the little bunny
Yep.
rabbits, okay? And it was
Yep.
it was the baby version of them, right?
Yep.
Of Bugs Bunny and the girl bunny and all them, right? Daffy and all
Yep.
that. It was the little baby ones, right? Okay, what was the
Yep.
name of that? Tiny Toons, as in cartoons.
Right.
Not tunes as
Right.
in music. Tunes, Tiny
Right.
Toons. Look it up. I mean, see, so it all makes sense, man. If you really look into it and you're like, oh, you know what? This has to be cartoons, not tunes as in music. Yeah, that's another big one. The Jiffy. I remember
Yeah. The
Jiffy,
Jif
man.
and Jiffy. Yep.
Hmm.
Jif and Jiffy.
Now, what they're saying about this one here, William, is that maybe it's a marketing thing. You know, they took the FFY out and then just let it be GIF. It could be, it could be
Yeah, but wouldn't they claim that?
mm, well,
I
I
mean,
mean,
think about it. Or are they going to let everybody think they're losing their minds and not buy their products?
right, but how do you know that they weren't sued for using Jiffy, the FFY? You know, how and somebody else, charged them or something that, hey, that was my name, that was my idea, so you can't use it. But they're so famous that they just took the FY off and then just kept the GIF. I mean, how do we know? You know,
Yeah.
it could be just a marketing thing or a copyright thing. I mean, you never know. But it was Jiffy. I remember it was Jiffy.
Yeah.
WFY.
Let's see here. What we got? We got.
I'm excited tonight, you guys, because I love Mandela Effect, and William knows that. I love talking about Mandela Effect, man.
Stewart even backs me up. It has been 20 years since Sandy Hook. But yeah, the picture that I saw, I used to have all these on the computer. I don't have them anymore. Was the space shuttle blowing up?
Yeah, the
I had
Challenger.
that one, and I had the actual reporter that was chasing them down and finding that the one guy, the captain or whatever, of the space shuttle Discovery or Challenger was living in Michigan, I believe,
Mm-hmm.
somewhere around there. And they went to his house and all that. And as soon as they started asking him questions about it, he denied it. Oh no, that wasn't me. That wasn't me. So,
Yeah,
but
yeah, I know. I
anyways,
know. Hey, have you brought up the Oscar Mayer brand? I
no,
think that they make ham and what is it? Bologna and stuff like that. Oscar Mayer.
yeah,
Well,
yeah. About the spelling.
yeah, it's about the spelling. It's about the Meyer, which is Meyer, Meyer, but now it's Mayer, which is Mayer. But I do remember it was Meyer, and these are the ones I wrote down because I'm 100%. That's what they were. The other ones I didn't because I'm not 100%. But yeah, Oscar Mayer. It was Oscar Mayer because we had a little song back in the day as little kids, back in the early '80s. It was Oscar Mayer, and we used to make fun of it because we used to say Oscar Mayer Wiener, because it was, they made wieners and stuff, and we used to make fun of it, right? Like, like what is he? What is so and so gonna? Oh, he's gonna eat an Oscar Mayer Wiener, and everybody would crack up laughing, whatever, because it sounded funny. But it was Oscar Mayer Wiener, not Oscar Mayer Wiener. It was Oscar Mayer Wiener.
Yeah.
Because they made those hot dogs wiener things
Yep.
or whatever.
Yep.
Rex is laughing. Yeah.
Let's see, what else was there? Let's see. Yeah, Jiffy Jif is another one.
Yeah. The Looney Tunes one, you already went through that. Fruit of the Loom. Damn, you already got all the good ones. Did you do the Luke, I Am Your Father one yet?
No.
On Star Wars.
No, I
is
didn't.
Is there any heavy duty followers of God damn it, what's the damn name of that movie? Luke, I Am Your Father. What's the name of the movie?
Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah, but what's the saga? What's the name of the saga?
Star Wars.
Right, Star Wars. There you go. Are there any Star Wars fans, hardcore fans in the comments? Because they would know. They would know. Hardcore Star Wars fans would know if it's Luke, I Am Your Father, or just No, I'm Your Father, which is that's what it is now. No, I'm Your Father. Look, Stuart said his hot dogs has a first name Meyer. I'd like to give him a little Winnie dog and call him Oscar Mayer. Oscar Mayer Wiener dog. But
Let's see, what else?
But yeah, that one I do remember was Luke, I Am Your Father. For any Star Wars fans out there. Yeah, see, Celia says it's Luke, I Am Your Father. See, so yeah.
Here's another one from Star Wars. Did
What's
C-3PO have have two gold legs, or one bronze-looking brown leg?
Silver. Yeah. Well, they call it silver or something like that. But yeah, you know what? I don't remember the silver, bronze, unless they might have just brought that like after so many episodes or whatever. But in the first 3 episodes, I do not remember watching either one of those movies with the silver leg. Man, they were always both gold color. Always.
I remember the gold color legs.
Yeah.
I don't remember any different.
Yeah, I think I just got to like the first 3 movies, man. I didn't watch anything after that, so I mean, they might have changed it later on, but yeah, the first 3 movies weren't. What was it? The Empire Strikes Back. That was the third one. What was the second one? The Ones in the Woods. Remember that? The One in the Woods with the Ewoks. Return of the Jedi. Yeah, with the Ewoks. That was pretty cool, man. Okay, I got one. Does anybody remember Curious George having a tail or not? I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. Don't say it. Don't just ask them, see if they remember. Did Curious George, the monkey, have a tail or not? I don't want to give it away because then they're gonna go, oh yeah, this and that. No, I don't want it to be biased. There's another one. Mirror, Mirror on the Wall. What do you remember about that, William? On the Disney movie?
Yeah. From the Snow White, isn't it?
Snow White, yeah. Mm-hmm. And I remember, man. I remember exactly because my sisters used to always watch that movie and all that. And I remember even like when I bought my daughter that movie, I remember it was Mirror, Mirror on the Wall, who's the fairest of them all? And now they're saying
we got a discrimination here between these two. Corey says he remembers the action figure having one white leg and one gold leg of the C-3PO. And then War Criminal 7 says both gold legs.
Yeah, see? So that's 2 different opinions of what they remember. And we remember the gold legs.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah,
All
and
right.
so that mirror on the wall is now it's magic mirror on the wall. Who is the fairest? No, what? Who is?
It was mirror,
I
mirror
don't
on the wall. Who's the fairest one of all? That's what it
no.
was.
Who's no? It was who's the fairest of them all. Now it's
Of them all. Yeah.
who's the fairest one of all. Now it's who's the fairest one of all. So that's it's double Mandela. It's both lines are different now. That's
Yeah.
crazy, man. Hey, I see my good buddy Aunt Rox, man, because I let some of my friends know I was going to be on here tonight, and I left a link. They wanted to come on. Aunt Rox is one of them. Do you remember any Mandela effect, Aunt Rox, that maybe now is different from when you remember you were as a kid? If you do, man, go ahead and type it on there, man. We'll read it out. But yeah, man. Which one else do you remember, William?
Well, I'm gonna copy the link and put it in the chat. That way, Ant Rock can come on if he wants themselves and where is it?
Okay. Well, anyway, going back to the monkey with the tail or not?
It was no tail.
George, it was a tail. I remember it was a tail. Now it's no tail.
Chimpanzees don't have tails.
True, but those other monkeys do. The ones that what are they? Man, I can't remember the name. They jump around. They got tails. Those little monkeys. Man, I can't. Those screaming monkeys. I can't remember what their name is.
He wasn't a little monkey. You're talking the organ grinding monkeys that collected the coins and stuff with the little hats. He wasn't that type of monkey. He was a chimpanzee.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I remember he had a tail, man. And back then they used to describe monkeys with tails, bro. It's like the only monkeys without tails are the chimps and the gorillas, man. The rest of them do have tails, bro. Oh, and the orangutans, but like the bigger ones don't have tails, but the smaller ones do. Those ones that jump from tree to tree and all that, they have tails, bro. All
Yeah,
those have
squirrel
tails.
monkeys. Yeah.
There you go,
Yeah,
squirrel monkeys. Yeah, thank you, Stuart. But yeah, and as far as Mandela, man, I do remember, just like the Challenger, right? I do remember that Mandela did die in prison in what was it in Africa where he was in prison? I think it was, right? Because he was like the leader of Africa, right? Back then,
in South Africa.
South Africa, yeah.
Yeah.
And I do remember he died while he was in prison. Nah, he wasn't killed or anything like that. He just died of like natural cause or something like that. I do remember that. And then come to find out, he just died in 2013. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, dude, how come I didn't hear that? 2013, it would have been worldwide news. How come I didn't hear of that? I didn't hear of that till like 2016 or something. I'm like,
yeah, I know. I know.
How did that happen?
What about this one? What about the Wizard of Oz?
Oh,
what
yeah.
What about there? I know there was something in there with what the Scarecrow had in his hands and what the Tin Man had in his hands.
Yeah, and the witch too. When she told all those little things that fly or whatever, she told them fly my kitties or something like that. Now they're saying it's different.
I thought it was fly my little darlings fly.
No, it wasn't darlings. It was kitties. Fly my kitties. The monkey with the hat had a tail. Which one is that, Yolanda? Yolanda Alvarado said the monkey with the hat had a tail. What monkey is that? With the hat.
Oh, she's talking the Hat Man from Curious George, I believe. The man in the yellow suit, he had the hat.
Hmm.
Yeah, here we go. Ozzy Sue says, "Who's the fairest of them all?"
That's what it used to be.
Yeah.
Now it's who's the fairest one of all. And it's not mirror, mirror.
Hmm.
It's magic mirror. Magic mirror on the wall. Now. But it used to be mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the fairest of them all? Used to be.
Oh, let's see here.
Oh,
Man,
the
there's so many.
Monopoly.
I just,
The Monopoly guy. The Monopoly guy. Okay, let's go to that one real quick. I remember the Monopoly guy having the monocle, right? Because he was like one of those rich upstate guys from New York, whatever. And that's what they used to use back then. Those rich
right.
upscale guys. They used to use that shit. The top
those,
hat, the monocle, and they used to talk all like
those
this.
rich New York
Like,
bankers.
yeah. Like, would you happen to have some Grey Poupon? You remember that?
Yeah.
A rich dude pulls up in a Rolls Royce.
Yep.
You remember that commercial, right?
Oh yeah, I remember that commercial. I remember that commercial used to have oh, was it Shaquille O'Neal in it? Where he pulled up in a Rolls Royce?
No, it wasn't Shaquille O'Neal. Nah, that was way before Shaquille O'Neal. That was early '80s, bro. I remember those commercials.
One of them. It was either Shaquille O'Neal or the comedian. Oh, what was his name? I remember them being in a limo, pulling up and going, "Pardon me, but do you have any Grey Poupon?"
Yeah. It's a high class fucking mustard. And it's still around. I seen it at the grocery store. I was like, damn, I can't believe it's still around. And it costs like $7 or something like that.
Let's see here. I'm trying to think of any others. Then you got weird stuff like this. You got weird stuff like this going on.
Whoa, that's crazy. Why all of them are blowing one way except that one's blowing the opposite? That's crazy.
Yep.
Well, I mean, that could be like a whirlwind.
That ain't weird.
Yeah, could be like a
I don't
whirlwind.
know, man. That's still. I mean, you've got all the other trees around it blowing in the same direction, except for that one.
Yeah.
That's really weird.
Yeah, it is. For the younger,
Really
for the younger crowd here in the comments, do y'all remember Pikachu? Pikachu having a black tip on his tail or no black tip on his tail? I remember him having a black tip on his tail, man. But I mean, I can't really say because I wasn't a kid anymore. That wasn't my time, so I can't say 100%. You know what I mean?
I'm not 100% sure on that one either. I'm really not.
So that to me, that's kind of like a vague memory. Like I'm not 100%. But the other ones that I mentioned before, those are like 100% clear memories, man. Okay, there's another one, the Kit Kat. Kit Kat. See, Ozzy said black tip. See, thank you, Ozzy. I remember having a black tip on his tail. What about Kit Kat? Do you remember the dash in between the kit and the cat, William?
No, I don't remember the dash.
No, I do remember it, but I'm not 100% sure, bro. I mean, I do remember it, but I'm like, it could have, it couldn't have. I don't know. Not 100% on that one. But like the Fruit Loom one, I'm 200% on Fruit Loom.
Pretties, yeah, that's what it was.
Which one?
That's what it was, Melissa. She says my pretties.
My pretties. There you go. My pretties.
The Wicked Witch of the West.
Yes. Fly my pretties. Yeah, that's what it was. Fly my pretties. And you say it said now. What does it say now, William?
Yeah.
It says something different now, doesn't it?
Yeah, it says something different now. I can't remember exactly how it's worded, but it doesn't say pretties anymore.
No, it doesn't say pretty.
But also the Tin Man, some people remember him having the oil can in his hand
Mm-hmm.
and the axe in his hand, and others remember the oil can being on a stump with just his axe in his hands.
Man, I
And
can't
then
remember that one, bro. I can't
and
remember.
then the other one was the Scarecrow. What did the Scarecrow have in his hands?
Shoot, I can't remember, bro. I think it was like a little bag, wasn't it? For his heart, wasn't it? He was looking for a heart or a
I thought
brain.
it was he was a
Which one
brain.
was it? He was looking for the brain. Yeah,
Scarecrow was the
yeah.
brain.
The lion was looking for the heart, right? No, the Tin Man was looking for a
Courage.
heart. Who?
Yeah, the Tin Man was the heart, and the lion was looking for the courage.
Courage. Yeah. Yeah. What about the Forrest Gump? Life is. Oh yeah, that's another one. Forrest Gump, man. Thank you, Aunt Rox. The Forrest Gump one, where he says life is like a box of chocolates, and now they're saying that life was like a box of chocolates. What do you mean was? That doesn't even make sense.
Yeah,
The hell?
exactly. Yeah. I don't know, man. There's just so many weird things that are just, and it grows every day. The other about probably about 5 or 6 months ago, I was driving into one of the cities here locally, and for a medical appointment, and I noticed that the local community college, always had the same name since we've been here. Then on the way there, okay, on the way back to the house, the college name changed completely, new sign and everything. Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Where was this? Where was this, William?
It was in Winchester.
Man, that's crazy.
Yep. Used to be called Lord Fairfax College, Community College. And when I came back through, it was called something completely off the wall. Like, I can't even remember the name of it now. But yeah, something technical college but yeah, they changed the sign and everything in the short time that I was in at a medical appointment for the cancer. So
Yeah, see, Melissa
yeah,
even said it. Melissa Lester, she said Pikachu had a black just above the tip of his tail. See, she remembers the black tip too.
yeah. I
And now
honestly
they're
can't remember because it was
right. It wasn't your time. Yeah,
long
yeah,
after I watched cartoons.
yeah. Okay, well, let me take you back to this one. What about the Flintstones? Was it Flint Stones or was it Flynn Stones? That's a
It
good
was
one for all
Flint.
you. Flint with the T. I remember Flintstones.
Mm-hmm.
And you know why that makes sense? Because the flint is made out of a rock to cause a spark,
Mm-hmm.
So
Right.
that's why I think they named it Flint Stone. That makes sense.
Yep. Yep.
But now they're saying it didn't have a T. Like what the? You know what? Man, I don't know if they're just messing with us or we just changed shit. We just shifted timelines without knowing, bro. You know, one or the other.
I honestly think CERN has something to do with it. I really do. I really do. I mean, yeah, it's possible we could have shifted on our own with the magnetic pole switching and stuff. But I really think here lately, since 2003, it seems like there's a lot more glitches and stuff and things in the Mandela effect that don't make sense. You know, and 2003 was when CERN started up.
Right. Right. Yeah. Yeah. And was that the one? Because I looked it up. Was that the one? No, there was one like in 90 something, like close to 2000. The first run that they did, and then the one in 2003. But it was either one of those that shifted what we're talking about. Do you
Right.
guys? Are there any Lord of the Ring fans in here like myself? I am. I'm a big Lord of the Rings fan. Do you remember on the first movie where they were running from that guy in the cave that they woke up this big old big horns devil with fire in his face and all that? Do you remember that, William?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, where
That was.
and he had a whip with the fire, right? And he was chasing
Yeah.
him, whatever. Okay, do you remember? Damn, I can't remember. I'm over here saying I'm a big fan. Do you remember the wizard told
Gandalf.
Gandalf? Thank you. Uh, the wizard told them, "Run, you fools!" When he told them to leave, right? So he can stay and fight with that, that big old
Yeah.
horn, whatever it was.
Right.
Well, now they're saying that he never said "run, you fools." He said something else. Now, supposedly, it is something else. Now, I haven't gone back to check all my DVDs because I have my DVD collection set, all three first movies, and I haven't went back to check. But I mean, they're saying that's what it is now. Now, what do you think about William? I wanted to ask you this, man. What do you think about the people that have made videos with a say Berenstein or whatever, and they go through a door, and it turns from Berenstain, it turns back into Berenstein, and then they come back out the door and it turns back into Berenstain again. What do you think about that, man? Kind of like a portal
Huh.
thing going on. What do you think
Kind
about
of
that,
like
man?
more like a time warp.
Time warp. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that would be more like it to me, where you would time warp into another dimension or a parallel universe. And like you said in the beginning, I mean, when you throw the whole upside down world into it, I mean, you don't know how many parallel universes there could be where it's not something is off just one little speck, to make it different from our universe, and it's just,
Right. Now, do you think it could be maybe them going back in time and changing things too? Because that could be part of it.
that's
You
what
know.
always concerned me about Montauk, because the Montauk Project did that time travel research,
Right.
and especially where people have said that Obama was part of it and all this other stuff, and several other famous people. Um, what else? Let me think here. There was. Let me see here. Oh, Carlito, did we lose you? Carlito, you there? Oh, we lost Carlito. Hmm. Well, we lost Carlito. Hmm. Uh-oh. Everybody, am I still alive? There goes that time glitch. There goes that time glitch. Oh man. Yeah. Stuart, take a different road. Yeah, you're right. I should have. No, but actually there's only one road other than the main interstate. So, and this was off the secondary road, And yeah, that completely freaked me out that day. I thought I was like having problems from the radiation treatments or something, you know. So, but you know how that stuff can mess with you, you know, your psyche and stuff. Yep, Aunt Rocks, you remember the same thing, Flint. Yep, Flintstones. Yep, exactly. See, everybody gets that one. Hey, Katie, good to see you. Um, let's see. What else? What other ones were there? Everybody, come on, help me out. Where did Carlito go? Okay, let's see here. Anyways, I still say it has to do with CERN making it 100 times worse. I mean, why else would you be getting glitches in the matrix and stuff like this? And, you know, and the whole Looney Tunes thing, Berenstain Bears, the Monopoly Man, the Fruit of the Loom stuff. I mean, it's just, you know, we can go on and on and on with this stuff. We really could. Um, I just, and then, God, how many movies were affected by that? And like I said, I never even realized the Ford logo being changed. You know, the center part of the F was changed from that to that. So yeah, it's just weird. I mean, it's just there's so many different glitches and stuff right now that are noticeable. So let me see here. Yeah, I guess they did, Carlito. Yeah. Oh, good. At least everybody can still hear me. Ozzy Sue. his laptop, his laptop ran out of batteries. Oh man, that's why I keep mine plugged in when I do these podcasts. So, but good. At least I can be heard. Um, yeah, that's another good one. Captain Crunch, Aunt Rocks. That's a really good one. Captain Crunch or Captain Crunch? Hmm. Because nowadays it's Captain Crunch, I think. Yeah, that's another one. There was something too with the oatmeal. God, what was it with the oatmeal? The Quaker Oats. Something about um, the guy in the package looking different. Hat or no hat? Wait, yeah, it was the hat. Did he have the triangle hat like the Minuteman hat, or did he not have a hat at all? Kind of like the Ben Franklin look. Minuteman hat, or did he not have a hat at all?
Hey, what's up, guys?
All right, you're back.
Yeah, forgot to charge my damn laptop, man. Sorry about
you, you got glitched, man. You got glitched. uh, let's see. I'm just going through some of the comments. Who needs a new mic? Oh, Carlito needs a new mic.
Yeah, I sure do, man. It has a little staticky noise to it every once in a while.
uh,
That was talking about that Captain Crunch. Was it Captain Crunch or Captain Crunch? I just heard you talking about that.
yeah, that was Ant Rocks that brought that up.
Right.
Ant Rocks brought another good one up too with the old Uncle Sam. Did he have the stars or did he have nothing on the top of the hat?
Right. I remember there was 3 stars on his hat, on his top hat.
Yep.
And I remember his uniform was like the color of the United States, like the like the flag, United States flag. Had red, white, and blue and all that. Now they're saying that it was only blue and white or something like that. It's different.
Okay. Mr. Clean, was he white skinned or brown skinned?
Brown skin. I remember he was brown skin.
Okay.
Or
Earring
tan,
or no?
whatever you want to call it.
Did he have an earring or no earring?
Yes, there was an earring.
Okay. All right, you're from the same world I'm from.
Yep, exactly. That's why we get along so good, man, because we have a lot of memories, the same memories.
Let's see. What else was there? Man, there's just so many of them. There really is. Oh, the moon landing. The moon landing. What did Neil Armstrong say when he stepped onto the moon? One small step for man.
For mankind.
One giant step for mankind, or something like that.
Well, no, one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind, or something.
One giant
like
leap for mankind, or step for mankind. Yeah, but now they're denying that was even said. That whole thing. Yeah.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah. I saw that too.
You remember Silence of the Lambs? That was one of my favorite movies back in the early 90s. Silence of the Lambs. Let's talk movies.
Yeah,
90s.
You're talking about the
very
line that
the very opening line from the guy in the sail with the plastic acrylic or whatever that hell that was. Do you remember the first line he said to her? He said to her. Now they're saying that it never existed. When he goes, "Hello, Clarice." Remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
And now they're saying that line never existed. I haven't checked it out yet, but they're saying that it doesn't.
Well, we gotta do a list and just go through everything.
Hey, you know what? That's actually a good one that Dennis is mentioning. He said, "Who was Neil Armstrong's cameraman?" They recorded that because they're saying that somebody recorded them when they first got off the vehicle, right? And the first step, right? So who was the cameraman? He must have. Was he living in the moon or what? I mean,
it was a moon person. It was
it was a moon person filming him on his iPhone 30 ahead of our time.
Yep.
Another 90s movie. Do you remember Interview with a Vampire? Now it's with the Vampire. And I just looked it up, and it's the Vampire. I said, what? And I watched the whole movie again about a month ago.
With a vampire.
With a vampire, yeah, and it only makes sense because a vampire is the guy that was, which is Brad Pitt. He's the one telling the whole the whole movie to that reporter. Yeah, I know.
I think somebody's messing with us. That's just
It was Interview with a Vampire. Interview with a Vampire.
Yeah, exactly.
The Vampire. What do you mean
That
the
doesn't even
vampire? It
make
can't
sense.
be the vampire. There's too many vampires in there. There's Tom Cruise. It's what's that dude's name? Brad Pitt. That other dude, he was a badass vampire too. Antonio Banderas. That's like one of his first movies in Hollywood.
Yeah,
They were all
that
vampires. How
was.
can you say the vampire? No, it's a vampire. Crazy.
Wasn't
Anybody else remember that?
Wasn't Antonio Banderas in the one vampire movie from Dusk to Dawn?
No, no, no. It wasn't him. He wasn't on there.
I know George Clooney was,
No. Yeah,
but
George Clooney, Danny Trejo,
yeah,
uh,
Danny
Sa-
Trejo. That's who I was thinking of.
Salma Hayek. That was like one of her hottest scenes ever in Hollywood with the snake. Remember she was doing the dance on stage and stuff. And she was hot, man.
Uh,
Yeah, see,
I can't.
Ozzy Sue said yes. It was Interview with a Vampire. See, we're not the only
Yeah,
ones, bro. We're not the only ones.
yeah, I know, but trying to get them to fess up to
To changing it, right?
yeah.
Somebody had to change it, man. Somewhere down the line, either CERN, like you say, or just
It just got worse.
shifted. I mean, I don't know. It's just getting. Oh, and there's a bunch of them coming out more too, more and more. I don't know if you noticed, like they even got like new ones with the artists from nowadays and stuff too. Like I'm like, well, I don't know too much about them because I don't keep up with them, but yeah, they're saying that there's a lot of them, a
Yeah,
lot of
I
new
like
ones.
I like the Smokey and the Bandit movie, the original one,
Yeah.
but I like my picture of Smokey and the Bandit better that I put out today on Facebook. Did you see that?
No, I
You
didn't get a
did?
chance to see it. No, I didn't see it.
I sent it to you in Messenger, dude. Yeah, it's a certain somebody big guy and his crackhead son, Smokey and the Bandit.
Smokey and the Bandit. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Yep. Somebody, a certain somebody in the high, in the White House with the son that's crackhead or
Yep,
something like that, right? Yeah. Smokey
yeah.
and the Bandit.
I know Stewart got it because I got a bunch of laughing emojis when I sent it to him. So,
Yeah. Hey, Aaron Ross
yeah,
brought up Cocoa Puffs. Cocoa Puffs. Do you remember that? Was it Cocoa as in COCO or COCOA as in cocoa, like the real cocoa leaf? I think it was cocoa with the real cocoa leaf,
mm,
like COCOA. I think it was that. I don't know. I'm not too sure.
yeah, I think it was that too. I really do. Yeah, here we go. Tan skin. Yep, I remember that. And the earring. Yep. Okay. How about the Quaker Oats guy? Did he have the triangle patriot hat on, or did he not?
I remember he had a hat, but I thought it was like more like of a kind of like a top hat, but kind of like the ones that the people out that
The
don't use
Amish
any of
wear?
the city Amish. Yeah, the Amish wear. There you go. I think it was like that. I think it was a square or a triangle. I can't remember, like gold color. But I know there was something on his hat. I remember that for sure.
Yeah, I remember it being a patriot hat, like a Minuteman hat. You know, that's what I remember. But now they're saying that he doesn't have a hat on at all.
What? That's crazy, dude. He had a hat, man. It was either a top hat or a Quaker hat. Like Dennis said, he had a Quaker hat. So I'm guessing that's basically what a what'd you say was those people from the Amish wear? That's what I think.
Yeah, yeah, true. Let's see here.
Hey, what about the Mr. Rogers theme song? You remember that?
Oh God.
Where he said it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Now it's a beautiful day
Neighborhood.
in this neighborhood. Yeah. It used to be
Yeah, that's
in the
completely
neighborhood.
wrong.
I remember.
That's
Yeah.
completely wrong. I remember it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, a beautiful day in the neighborhood. And then Would you be mine? Could you be mine? Would you be my neighbor? That's what it was. So, yep. Don't mess with me and Mr. Rogers, man. uh, Speaking of Mr. Rogers, man, I'm kind of bummed that Pee Wee Herman left this world. You know.
Yeah, no, man. That's that. Yeah, that was a bummer, dude. I mean, he was still young too. Man, I don't know. I'm thinking it's all them drugs he was doing, though, man. You know,
Yeah.
because he was doing a lot of drugs, bro, for a long time.
Yep. Well, let's see here. What else we got? Yeah. Let's see here. One small step for man, one large step for mankind.
Hey, Yolanda brought one up real good. The Sex in the City. Now they're saying it's Sex and the City. No, I remember Sex in the City. That's a good
In
one,
the
Yolanda.
city. Yeah, it was IN. Yeah, it was IN. Yeah. And yes, Ozzy Sue agrees with us. It was an interview with a vampire. Yep. Let's see. Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Man. Maybe that's where the Cocoa Puffs comes from the saying cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Hey, do you remember? Speaking of cereals, do you remember those Count Chocula, something
Yeah,
Mountain Berry,
yeah,
the one with the
blueberry.
it was Boo Berry, and the one with the Frankenstein. There was one with
Yeah.
the werewolf. I can't remember the name of it, but they're saying one of those four doesn't exist anymore, or never existed supposedly.
Hmm. Well, I know Frankenberry was real, and I know Blueberry was real, and I know Count
Yeah, those
Chocula was
were
real. So I guess they're
right.
saying the werewolf one was not real then.
Yeah, the werewolf one was not real supposedly. And honestly, I don't remember it that well to be 100%. So I can't
Well,
really say.
I don't even know what the flavor would be for that. Alpo? I mean,
Yeah.
oh, let's see. Oh, thank you, Ozzy Sue. Cocoa Pops. Quaker hat. I just don't remember the. I remember the Patriot hat, the Minuteman hat. That's what I remember. Uh oh. Stuart's teaching you some technical stuff.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you said something about grounding my mic, but I can't ground my mic, man. I don't have a cable to ground it or anything like that. Stewart says, to me, the wolf never existed. I guess. Yeah. Oh, that's another good one from Matt Rogers. Beam me up, Scotty. They're saying that he never said that. Everybody remembers "Beam Me Up, Scotty," but they're saying that he
Yeah,
never said
everybody
that.
remembers Beam Me Up, Scotty.
Yeah,
Heck, that's like a budding joke for Earthlings. Is beam me up, Scotty. There's no intelligent life here. You know. Oh, okay, yeah. Pee Wee had cancer, yeah.
Oh, that's what
Yeah,
it was. It was
pancreatic cancer,
cancer. Oh man. Okay.
yeah,
I was wondering why he died so young, man.
yeah.
I think he was
Speak-
probably like in his 50s or something.
Yeah, speaking of that, I found out for sure why I'm having difficulty breathing, so I'm not going to get into that, but let's just say the battle continues. Yeah, I don't remember the wolf either. I remember what the wolf looked like. Maybe it
Yeah.
was just maybe it was just like a temporary like a seasonal thing or something they
That's
tried.
you know what? That's what I think. I think they just brought it out to see how well it did, and they see that it didn't do well at all, so they just discontinued it. You know what I mean? That's what I'm thinking.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like maybe brought it out around Christmas or something to promote their cereals or or some kind of a
Obvious,
toy or
obviously, kids didn't like that because it's a werewolf. You know, it kind of scares them as as to Dracula or the vampire or whatever. Werewolf is more scary, I guess. I don't know. I guess that's why they didn't like it.
werewolves aren't scary.
Well, to
They're
kids they
man's
are.
best friend. They're man's best friend.
Hey, Yolanda said about the 101 Dalmatians. Cruella DeVille is now DeVille with one L, not DeVille like the Cadillac DeVille. And I remember it was DeVille
Uh,
with double L.
yeah, it
You
was
see it?
double L.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, it was double L. Now it's devil, huh?
Devil.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah.
There's so many of them out there.
The
Yeah,
Mona
play it
Lisa
again.
one. Do you remember the Mona Lisa one? The original, she was kind of like, looking towards the painter or whatever that was painting her, and she kind of had like a sloping down mouth on her end.
Mm-hmm.
Serious sloping
Right.
down kind of. Now
Yeah,
they're
like
saying that she's
frowning.
got like a smirk going up.
Huh.
Yeah.
I remember the frown. I remember her having a frown.
Yeah. You do?
Yeah.
I kind of remember her more serious, not with the frown though. I don't know.
Oh, thank you, Yolanda. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Oh, yeah, the Mickey Mouse thing
Oh,
with or without suspenders. Ant rocks, man. I'll tell you what, you bringing up some good ones.
yeah,
You
he is.
bringing up some good ones.
Yeah. Now the Mickey
I
Mouse with
remember
the
the
tail. Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead, William.
I remember the suspenders with the two big white buttons. That's what I remember.
Yeah, that's true. But see, there's maybe a logical explanation for the Mickey Mouse thing because over the years since the very first one, he evolved.
Yeah.
At the very first, when they first started the cartoon, he had a tail. And then they did away with the tail, with no tail after I don't know. I'm thinking maybe the '60s or something. Because
I
when it
think
first
I
came
think
out, it was like in the '30s, wasn't it? The very
I think
first.
when they brought I think when they brought Minnie Mouse in that they just started taking off Mickey Mouse's clothes because he was trying to get fresh. So that whole warped Disney type of mentality thing where that's the what we should do a show on too is Disney um, and all the hidden messages inside Disney. All their cartoons and stuff with the hidden messages.
Yeah, man,
Um,
I saw one that I was like, hell no, there ain't no way. There's a guy with his penis sideways, just standing there like this with his arms like that to the side. I was like, what? There ain't no way, man. There ain't no way. And
yeah,
yep, sure is.
yeah,
It's there. I was like, damn, that's subliminal message for kids. That's crazy.
Yeah. Well, we are at the hour and a half mark. Good Lord already.
Hey,
If
let
anybody
me.
else out there can think of anything, put it in
David
the chat
David
real quick.
Lester. Check out David Lester's comment if you can. He says, "One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind," and the camera was attached to the lunar lander leg. I watched it live. See, so there's a testimony right there.
But then how was the camera optics able to work in that type of an atmosphere? Because there was supposedly no light, but yet there were shadows. I don't know. There's some things just don't add up. I mean, yeah, I want to believe that they landed on the moon. I really do. Um, but some things just don't add up, and Dave knows as well as anybody, being ex-military, that they're gonna lie, cheat, and steal any way they can get their ahead of the enemy, you know. So, and it was a race with Russia, their worst enemy, and they didn't want to be shown up. So I don't know.
Hey, any Jaws fans out there? Do you remember the movie Jaws, where that famous
Oh yeah.
line where he said, "We're gonna need a bigger boat"? He said, "We're gonna need a
Mm-hmm.
bigger boat." Now
Yeah.
they're saying that the guy said, "You're gonna need a bigger boat." Does that make sense though?
No.
Like you're gonna like
It's
we're leaving,
we're
you're
gonna need
staying
a bigger
here,
boat.
so you're gonna need a bigger boat. Like what? No, we're gonna need a bigger boat because we all are here, all three of us, right? That makes sense. And I
Yeah.
remember it was we're gonna need a bigger boat, but
That
now it's
rocks.
you're gonna need a bigger.
Here's another one. ET own phone or ET phone home? I think I think that rocks is pulling off that Google searches while we're talking. Oh
Yeah, that or he's remembering a whole bunch of them now. Yeah, I think it was ET phone home, and he was pointing at the thing with his finger glowing, the tip of his finger glowing. They're talking about his finger never glowed, and he never said ET phone home. I think they're saying now that ET go home or something like that, but no, it was
yeah,
ET phone
ET
home.
go home. Yeah. Hey, did you get a chance to check out the list of people that went to Epstein Island? Did you
Yeah, I
ever
did,
check
but
out?
I'm not gonna go there
Yeah,
because that could
I
compromise
figured.
us, man. That's a
Yeah, I
serious.
just
That's a
figured
serious.
I'd ask
That,
you.
yeah.
That list is something else. I'll say that if it's true. So, well, folks, I
Yep.
hate to say this, but we are at the hour and a half exact mark, and I am extremely tired. And we got a podcast in the morning, so it's been great. I want to thank everybody for being here tonight. Thank you to the moderators. Um, if you guys can support the channel by sharing it and liking it, let's hit that like button. I'm only showing only one like on the StreamYard. That's what I'm showing. So
Um.
let's hit that like button, everybody, okay, and share this out because I know there's a lot more of the Mandela effect stuff out there. I just can't think of any more, you
Yeah.
know. So, but
There's too
we'll have to.
many.
Well, yeah, there's so many that it's just ridiculous. It really is. Um, so let me see here. Moon landing never happened. And the flag moved. Yeah, you're right, Yolanda. You're right. The flag did move. Yep.
That's a good one. That's a good one. How's a flag gonna move when there's no wind supposedly in space?
Yeah. Yep. Yep. Well, everybody, I will see you all in the morning at 10 a.m. with coffee in hand, and we'll get into the paranormal and supernatural talk with Dennis, myself, and Gerald or Gerald. I like to call him Grandmaster G. It's just easier. So, um, and then Dr. Dennis, Dr. D, and Grandmaster G. But anyways, we'll see you all in the morning. Okay, everybody, have a great night, rest of your night, and into the morning, and then look for us at 10 a.m. right here, same channel, and we'll get into all kinds of weird stuff again. So, but and I'll explain a little bit more what's going on with me in the morning. So
Yeah, and we'll see you guys next Friday. Next Friday, conspiracy theories again. Every Friday night, guys. That's what we're doing. Conspiracy theories, which I love, absolutely love, and William knows that.
Yep. Do you want to do the you want to do the Disney thing or what?
Yeah, we can go into the Disney. It's got quite a few.
Yeah, we can start there. Yeah, we can start there and
Mm-hmm.
go into the whole Hollywood movie, leaks of information and stuff too with that. So
Right. Yeah.
it's up to you,
man.
whatever you guys want. So,
Yeah, absolutely.
anyways,
We'll start with that, and if we need to,
we'll start with the Disney thing and we'll see where it goes from there. So, but all right, everybody, have a great night. We'll see you in the morning.
See you guys later.